Welcome to Messages from Spirit, guys. Good to see you. um, One of the things that has come to my attention is the masculines have the justice card all over the place. I don't know if you guys read your own cards, you're probably getting the justice card in there. There must be something in the energy right now that's just really making the masculines want to right any wrongs. Like they want to do right by you. They want to balance the scales. But in facing that, it can bring up a lot of anxiety for them. And it's a big moment to apologize or to, try to make amends, to admit that you're wrong. All kinds of things are happening right now. The masculines are starting to really open up. They're really starting to open up and admit things. So it's a beautiful thing, and it's kind of scary for the masculines to have to face right now. So also within that, there may be things. So some of you have been on this journey for so long that you kind of feel in a sense like your masculine owes you. I've been waiting so long. I went through a karmic person. I went through this. I went through that. And I've been waiting and loving him all this time. And he owes me. He owes me. But I just want to help you to see things from a little bit of a different perspective. Everyone has free will. He doesn't owe you anything. And that may be hard to swallow because, you've spent all this time and energy and maybe money or whatever. You've made major life decisions, all kinds of things because you love this person. But take some responsibility for yourselves, because you were the one who decided to believe in that, and you were the one who decided to put your life on hold, or you were the one who decided to make this decision or that. So you made all those decisions on your own. He needs to make the decision to be with you or to commit to you completely on his own. So if him and Ha at all, if they're like still seem kind of hung up on their ex, or if they're not sure they want to commit or anything like that, you need to love them enough to let them have what it is that they want. So my advice if you see the waffling, my advice for you would be let them have what they want and love them for wanting that and for being honest enough with themselves that they can say, that's what I want. Even if they're just playing a game with you and they're acting like, oh, well, I just want to play the field or whatever like that, and they don't really mean it, they're just being insecure, let them play the field. They don't owe you anything. And if that's truly what they want, if they really think that that's what's going to make them happy, they can have that. They have absolute, your job needs to be not to necessarily get to that end result, that end goal that you want, to be with him. That's what you want, and that's your free will. But let your person, if you truly, it's like I grew up with that poster in my room. If you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it was meant to be. So have you ever been told you have to do something? When you feel like you have to do something, or you feel obligated, or like you owe somebody, it's awful. You don't even want to do it. You just dig your heels in and you just, no. And you'll have an issue with it. But if somebody says to you, look, do what you want, do whatever you want. Like, you're not obligated. You don't have to blah, 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 blah. And it takes the pressure away, and that person can think even more clearly. They may not even know what it is that they want. They may be flailing around. I don't know. But the minute you say, look, it's completely and totally up to you. I just want for you what you want for you because I love you. And if that's truly what's going to make you happy, there you go. Here you go. You don't know me. I got You know, I'll create other options with my great vibration. Like, you know, so some of you need to drop the expectation of feeling like you're going to have some kind of end result with this person. They can change their mind at any time. In their, you know, so just love your person enough to give them freedom, ultimate freedom, to choose whatever it is that they want. The last thing you want to have happen is you guys get into something because he feels like he owes you, and then waffles, and then has some kind of an affair with his ex because he never did get over them. Or, you know, he feels so insecure with you. Like, you want to produce an environment as best you can of total and complete vulnerability and your heart on your sleeve. Say it like it is. Be willing to tell on yourself. Be willing to admit when you're wrong. Be willing to admit when you've changed your mind about something. You were really strong about something. You thought you were right. Be willing to change your mind and to say, you know what? You don't even have to say you were wrong. Just be like, now I'm looking at it from a different point of view and I can see that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, have an open mind and an open heart with that person that you love. And love them enough to let them go if they want something other than you or want something different than you. Now, you guys could be, like I've always said, like, the quality of your relationship is always dependent on how happy it makes the both of you equally. You can't be just having one person be happy with the circumstances. You've got to work together to create an environment where both of you are pretty happy with the agreement you've got, you know? I mean, both of you guys could be total swingers and have sex with lots of people, you know? That may be what makes you both happy. But if one of you is trying to appease the other person and doing that just for them, that's when things get really wonky, or the other way around. So just make sure that you guys are on the same page and that you guys have those vulnerable discussions and talk about those things that really, really matter to you. Something that's super important you guys need to just make sure you're on the same page about, or that you can respect each other's opinions about, if that makes sense. What else? Yeah, it's like things are speeding up right now. Things are definitely speeding up, and that Justice card is just making some of these masculines just come out of the woodworks. I just actually talked to an ex-boyfriend tonight, and you know, he was saying, I'm getting old, and I'm having things happen to my body, and the world is falling apart, and people are committing suicide, and he was just, you know, like, you know, it's just, you gotta, and he sounded more real than I've ever heard. And I've known this guy for like 20 something years. You know, our romance was when we were like 18 and 19 years old. It's been that long. We're laughing about that too. But it's like, you get to a point where you just got to say it like it is. You just got to say it like it is. We can't, and the masculines are coming to that. They're just like, I really truly want what I really truly want. And this is what I want. So now, of course, that's not going to be for all of you, but it's just really time to get real, you guys. It's really time for you to get real on every level, on everything, to level up in every area of your life, and to make the wrongs right, and to you know, not be people pleasing anybody anymore, but be doing what truly actually makes you happy. So yeah, freedom of choice. I just heard freedom of choice. We're in a world right now where we don't have freedom anymore. You know, we really need to cherish and give one another that freedom. I remember being in a reading one time, and this woman, she'd been married like 20 something years. And you know, when I get these couples who've been together forever, I always like rack their brain. I'm like, you know, what is it? You know, ask them a million questions and be like, what is it that makes it last? What is it that makes it, you know, work out for the long term. And a lot of them say that it's gratitude, just showing gratitude every day, gratitude and appreciation and humor is kind of the key. So, so this woman though, who'd been married all these years, I said something like, well, haven't you told him that you're upset with that behavior? And she's kind of looked at me like, why would I do that? And I said, you've never had that conversation with your husband? No. In 20 years? You've never told him that when he does that, it really upsets you? No. Why? She said, I don't want to influence his decisions. I want every decision he ever makes to be what he truly wants. And I was like, whoa, I've never even heard of that. I've never seen it. I've never like everybody that I know tries to influence their partner somehow. She did say though, she said, if he asks me for my opinion, I'm happy to supply it. But if he doesn't ask, I keep my mouth shut. And she says, I truly just want for him what he wants for him. And I was like, whoa. I mean, talk about like honoring and respecting someone, like just letting them do whatever it is they want to do. Like just, okay, and we're not talking cheating and stuff like that here. We're just saying like normal everyday decisions and stuff. She just completely empowers him. What do you want? What do you want? That's what you do. You do what you want. So, that's how you really love somebody, is even if you've been waiting 20 years, you still want for them what they want for them, even if you feel like it's wrong for them. Even if you think that they should be, loving themselves enough to make the right decision, or, that they really should go the extra mile, they really should go do this, or they really should follow through with that. No, there is no should. There is no should in love. So, all right. What else do you guys want to talk about? Fragile feelings. They're talking about fragile feelings right now. Just make sure that you're, it's really time to heal and go deep right now, guys. Because it's like, you got to know yourself. You got to know yourself and you got to love yourself right now. Timelines are shifting like crazy. I don't know if you guys have been sensing that, but validate your feelings, know where your feelings are coming from, be self-aware enough to explore those feelings. Am I having those feelings because of the dreams that I've been having? Is it because when I was hurt when I was a child? Blah, 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 blah. Use your tools, heal those things. Pay attention. And I had this thing where I was like sitting, I was looking at a pen and I was just kind of zoning out. I was doing something or thinking something. And I looked at my pen and the pen, it didn't, I can't say the pen moved, but I switched timelines and the pen was in a different spot. I have watched activity from the other side, phenomenon, for a long time. And this is what it looks like when something moves. You actually see it move. You physically see it move. And it's like the spirit actually can move an object, right? And so it looks like that. It glides, it moves like that. This pen was like this one moment, and the next was over here. It didn't move from one spot to another. It was just here, there, right in front of my eyes. And I went, whoa, I just jumped timelines. And it happens that subtly too. Well, that's a little bit more obvious, but it happens that quick. Like you just have a thought and it shifts you to a different timeline. So I'm always asking myself, am I on my highest timeline? And if I get a no, then I go, okay, I'm so excited right now. Everything's going to be great. It's all going to work out. And oh my gosh, I'm, la, 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 la. And I get myself all excited and hyped up. And then I'll be like, am I on my highest timeline now? Yes. Okay, good. Whew, all right, good. And I do that throughout the day, many, many times a day, just to ensure that I am in alignment with the highest possible probable future for me. And it changes quite rapidly like that. So If you start seeing something or hearing something that you don't like, ask yourself that question. Am I on a higher time? Am I on my highest timeline? Yes. Okay. Then you're good. But if no, then you better do something quick, because there's so much crazy stuff going on in this world right now. You get on a timeline that's negative and you start buying into it and you start feeding into it and giving into the fear and giving into the tyranny and giving into any of that stuff. And you're just going to go down that rabbit hole. Okay. Make sure that you're taking really good care of yourself too. Be eating well. Be doing things to boost your immune system. Be getting out there in nature. Be talking to your friends about your feelings. Be working through and healing some of those things. Remember that we were talking about the dream warfare thing. If you have a weakness, then you could be attacked in your dreams or seduced in your dreams or manipulated, let's say, in your subconscious mind while you're sleeping. And that will then influence your physical life when you wake up. It's crazy. It's like you're getting programmed sometimes by dark forces to be a certain way or just to answer or be afraid of this or whatever. So we're even fighting battles in our dreams right now, you guys. It's a total spiritual war. So just be aware, just be super self-aware right now and tell on yourself, tell on your ego. Do not attack anybody. Somebody had written me a while ago and I didn't even read it until recently. And I didn't even realize that it had been sent to me. And I read it and they said something to the effect of, you said this and this and this, and you're misinforming people and blah, 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 and you're just wrong and all this stuff. And I was like, how the hell do you know? Does anybody really have all the facts? This is a misinformation war. There's so much misinformation out there. It's unbelievable, you guys. We're being lied to left and right all the time. Even things that they're manipulating us to the point where it's like 90% truth and 10% lie. But that lie is going to make you go this way, they're trying to tell you that nutrition is not good for you, or that eating healthy food isn't going to help you. What the hell? Just trying to just throw you off because they can. If they think if they get on a certain platform and say it, everybody's just going to believe it. And unfortunately, a lot of people are falling for it. So I'm just saying, if you really are standing in your truth, you don't have to defend it. Don't be going and attacking anybody and telling them they're doing something wrong. You go on your channel and you talk about what you want to talk about. They go on their channel, just mind your own damn business. All of you. It's time to stop picking on anybody and don't judge them. They're making their choices. Let them make their choices. They're playing their part in the play. That's all it is. You don't have to make a point of saying something to them. Or honestly, and I always say this, if she would have taken the approach with me, hey, Amy, guess what? I know some information maybe you don't know. Well, you might want to check it out. Let's take a look together. I'd be happy to get on the phone and talk to you about what I know, and we can explore it together. I would have been totally open to that. I would have been like, oh, I want to know what you've got. What information do you have? I would have been open to whatever she had to say. But the fact that she felt like she needed to attack me, or this is different from the other one the other day too. It's not like she was worked up. Why though? It's just the same thing but back when I was a Christian, oh man, I was on my pedestal. I thought I knew everything, and I was going around at everybody that I knew, and they got sick of it. They're just don't even know, don't even talk to her, because she's going to get on your case about all this, being right with God stuff. So, but you just push people away that way, and you're not going to win anybody's hearts doing that. And like I said, when you know the truth needs no defending. You just live in the truth, period. You glow. You show love. You act love. You are love. You don't have to go lecture about what love is. You can talk about it with your audience, but I'm just saying, I'm not going to go running after all the demons on their channels and feel like, you need to change your ways. It's the demon wants to be the demon. Let the demon be the demon. Whatever, let things be as they are. They're all playing out exactly as planned. You don't have to control it for everything to work out all right. Let go of control. and just let everybody have their free will. Let everybody do as they will. Otherwise, you're being just as much of a tyrant as these liars and manipulators are out there. The ones that just, they really don't have your best interest at heart, and you think that they might. You think that they do, or you're just automatically have always believed, you know, that the mainstream media or the Google or whatever will tell you the right information. No. They've never been for your best interest, and you just didn't know it, and now it's becoming obvious. That's all. So be discerning. Be discerning. And, you know, and everybody's at a different level of what they're learning and how they're growing. So have respect for where they're at. Don't assume things either. Don't assume things of anybody. I can't tell you how many times I've said something, some little snippet of something really little, and somebody says, oh, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, did I actually use those words? Did I say that? And I didn't at all. And I don't even say anything to them. I'm just like, well, okay, you can jump to that conclusion if you want to, but don't question things, and don't assume things, you know, just because somebody says XYZ. I don't want to get more specific. Just because I talk about being willing to have a baby doesn't mean I'm having a baby, and it doesn't mean that, you know, it's like people really jump to conclusions. I've actually, since that video that I did, I've actually had people congratulate me. And they're like, you know, that's great, you're having a baby, you're gonna have a baby and everything. And I'm just like, you know, a lot of times that's actually spirit trying to encourage you when people jump to those conclusions. But I'm just saying, just because I say I'm open to having a baby doesn't mean I'm going to have a baby. I could have a baby, but I don't, you know, I don't know. It's open. It's an open thing. So it doesn't mean I've decided to have a baby just because I'm open to have a baby. You know, that kind of thing. And so it's like we just, I don't know, just don't jump to conclusions about anything anybody says. Don't assume you know what they're talking about. Ask questions. Ask questions. So now, are you planning to have a baby? You know, have you been talking to your masculine? Are you guys talking about having a baby? That would be a totally different thing, you know? And yeah. So, what else? Stay really present in the moment. They're also like reminding, and I know I say that all the time, but it's just true. Don't jump too far. Don't put all your eggs in the basket in the future, and don't be. Who cares about the past? The past doesn't mean anything at all. It has zero relevance to right now. So be in the moment, and just trust that you'll be led moment to moment by your guidance. You know, the spirit is here to help you. Spirit wants to help you, and they are miraculous in how they can help you. I mean, it's unbelievable. Like the other day, I prayed for something specific. Like, I don't want to talk about that either necessarily, but I just prayed for something specific, and within an hour, I got a call. And it was in regards to that. I was shocked. So when spirit wants something to happen, it's going to happen, and it's going to happen in the craziest way. You guys can leave comments below on these crazy miracles that are happening right now. But where spirit's will is, there is a way. So, and anything is possible, anything at all. So watch your thoughts, watch your intentions, because your thoughts are manifesting rapidly. And yeah, believe and have faith, and you will be rewarded according to your faith right now. Faith the size of a mustard seed, they said. Yeah, they're acting like, some of you feel like you're going to be living in a hut or something. Like I see like a hut, and then I see like somebody just pulls back a subtle, like a sheer curtain, and then there's like a gold palace just on the other side of an illusion or a belief. So just watch what you're thinking and watch what you're believing, and believe that miracles are possible. Crazy, crazy things. Crazy, crazy things. And what a strange time this is. But anything and all things are possible, and you are one with God, and you are a creator of your reality. So steer it the way you want it by being hopeful and anticipating wonderful, beautiful things happening, and allowing everyone to have their freedom and having respect for one another and the choices that they're making, and love people enough to want for them what they want, and or to believe what they're believing, or to cling to doing whatever they're doing to feel better about themselves, or whatever it is, you know. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Yeah, things are transforming for the better. Like people are really coming out. I see them coming out of cocoons in these beautiful, vibrant colors, and they're just flying, and just like they're. I feel like some of them are little late bloomers, but they're just like, it's like it'd be like seeing this gorgeous butterfly in the middle of a snowstorm. Like, where'd you come from? Like, whoa, you know, it's even more spectacular than when you see it in the spring and the summer. You're expecting it then. But for a butterfly to just big, beautiful one with beautiful, vibrant colors in the middle of a sprinkling of snow, that's something. So for many of you, patience is going to pay off soon, very soon, sooner than you may even know. Some of you now, they said, some of you now. And those of you now, to where this is about to happen, like very, very soon, you know that. You can sense it, you can feel it. It's here already. It's here already. You may have the thought, I'm in a relationship. You know, you may have that realization suddenly out of nowhere. And for example, so they just said patience again. Just trust right now. As hard as it is, just trust. Know that everything's going to work out in your favor. Even pray for that. Thank you so much that everything that's happening in our world right now is happening for my benefit and advantage. Thank you that I'm always loved and supported no matter what. Thank you that everything always works out so beautifully for me. So, all right, guys, have yourselves a beautiful day. And peace will prevail. Peace will prevail. Harmony will prevail. It just may take a little time oh, look at this. Choosing your path. All is possible. Yeah. Don't you guys worry. Don't you guys worry. All right. Have a beautiful day, and we'll talk to you later.
If you like my videos, please like, subscribe, and share them with your friends. Also, feel free to join me at patreon.com/Amy Satori, where I post monthly energy readings, pick a decks, and other goodies for members only, including discounts for readings and being entered to win a free reading at the end of the year. Memberships start as low as $5.55 a month. Sometimes I even put my free collective love readings on Patreon first before uploading them here to YouTube. If you're wanting more information about my show on TuneIn Radio, how to order a personal reading, or other goings-on, you can check the description of my videos for the most up-to-date information.